Black Friday is the Super Bowl of e-commerce. And if you're running meta ads, it's critical that you get it right. I'm David Parrottino. I've been in the e-com game for 8 years now. I've been around a lot of Black Friday, Cyber Mondays, and it's very critical that you take advantage of this moment. Q4 is the biggest moment for e-com brands, and if you run meta ads, you know how important it is to get this right. So here's the strategy for Black Friday, Cyber Monday for 2025 to make sure that your meta ads are profitable and you're ready to scale when the moment hits. First thing, leverage gifting angles and creative. All right, you can see the biggest brands are doing this. This is, holiday themed, post Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but during this time, we still want to message gifting angles, right? Number two, simplify your offer. Make it very clear. This is Kingsfield Fitness, which is a brand that I bootstrapped and have run several Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales for. These ads are very simple and they do really well. So you can see here in the copy, I have bolded text for what the sale is. It's a Black Friday sale. I have it very clear, Black Friday sale on the creative, and I have it on the headline as well. Get up to 50% off site-wide, our biggest sale ever. So with this, guys, not every product is 50% off. You just have to have at least one product that's 50% off or more. For this, we had a bundle that was actually a little bit higher than 50% off on the site, but most people ended up buying our Infinity boots here, which are $799 with $300 off, which is still a really good deal. It's not quite 50% off, but the purpose of the ad is to make sure that you're getting those clicks, those intentional clicks to the website. Make it very clear and simple what the offer is, so that people, once they land on your site, they know what to expect. And ultimately, you want to have that consistency from ad to website to ordering the product to receiving the product, right? So make it very clear what your offer is in your creative and on your landers. You can see some of the biggest brands in the world are doing this, and you should too, whether it's 50% off or buy one, get one free. Keep in mind, guys, during this time, you're going to be competing with other brands on Meta. And a lot of these brands, almost all the brands, all e-com brands are offering some sort of deal. So if you're only offering 10, 20%, you're just not going to stick out in the feed when you're competing with these other brands. So Meta runs on what's called a second price sealed auction, which means the more brands are in it, the more competitive it gets. And each brand is bidding for those purchases during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So you want to give yourself the best chance at success in the auction. And by having a strong offer and strong creative, strong messaging, you give your brand the best chance. So you should be doing this for your brand. You should be thinking already about what your offer is, what your creative is going to look like, so that you can really stand out in the auction and capitalize on that disposable income. I read a report the other day that the average person has around $1,200 of disposable income that they plan to spend during the holiday season. So that's not a lot of money when you think about it, with all the options online for purchasing. So it's very important that your offer is competitive. You want to protect your margin, but make sure that your offer and your ad and your landing page, all that is competitive and consistent. And I'll get into some ways strategically about how you can increase contribution margin dollars while still having a really good offer in terms of percentage off. We'll talk about bundling a little bit later in this video. So again, guys, simplify your offer. It's critical that your offer is simple and easy to understand. Users should be able to see your ad and know within a couple seconds what it is that you're selling and what the offer is. When they land on your website as well, which I'll get into, make sure that it's very clear what the offer is, what the price that they're going to be paying is for the thing that you're offering. And this is, again, landing page. This is an example from Sunglass Hut. Very simple, right? 50% off. Very clear. Third thing, guys. Craft bundle offers. Okay, bundle offers increase your AOV and they make gift buying easier, right? So if you have a fitness brand, for example, you can craft a bundle where it's, the athlete's bundle or the runner's bundle. Think about different ways to bundle your products to unlock bigger carts and bigger AOVs, right? So whether it's limited edition gift sets or family bundles, starter packs, whatever it is, ultimate bundle. Start thinking about that, and doing so, you unlock more contribution margin dollars for your brand. Here's an example of what I did with Kingsfield Fitness. So this is a recovery fitness brand that I started, and you can see here we really had at this time 3 products. So we had the massage gun, the vibrating foam roller, and the compression boots, right? The COGS on this was around $40, right? And it costs another, say, $10 to $15 to ship, right? So let's just simplify it and say $50, right? So 99 minus 50 is only 49. Not a ton of margin for ads, right? But if they were to bundle and buy 2, they get 2 guns for a little bit cheaper. And when I was shipping these, right, instead of it being $10 each to ship, when I shipped 2, it was like $12 to ship both. So I'd save on the shipping costs, and I'd get more marginal dollars per order per customer, right? So I saw a lot of people that would buy, one for the husband, one for the wife, or one for their sister, brother, friend, with the bundle. And by doing so, I'm able to unlock another $100 of contribution margin, right? Because COGS on this is around 40. COGS on this around 80 with the 2, and shipping is only an extra $2 versus the $10 here. So you can get real creative with your offers. Think about how you can provide the most value to your customers by bundling your products and crafting those offers. Same thing here, guys. Like, this is a product here. COGS is around 50%, right? Pretty expensive when you add in the ads, but if you're able to upsell them to the MVP pack, right? COGS goes from the 200 here to 240, and this was around 20, so 260. I was able to get an extra $240 of contribution margin if they were to buy here, and say acquisition cost was 100. I would net $140 contribution margin here versus only 100 or so, or like 100 or less than 100 here. So same thing here with this product, guys. I'm not going to get into it too much, but just start thinking about with your brand how you can craft bundles. This is a time of year where people have disposable income allocated towards this moment, and it's very competitive with other brands, and a good way to separate yourself and give yourself the best chance to win is by crafting these bundle offers. So super important that you start thinking about this. You should already have your bundles dialed in. If not, it's October 2nd, guys. It's about to be November in 30 days or less. So it's very important that you have those dialed in. Okay, next point, start early. Start earlier than you think. Guys, I've been doing this for years. If you wait till Thanksgiving, the week of, you're already behind. Use October, use this time. You should have been already using September, August, summer to start collecting your email list, to build that remarketing pool that you can, really sell to during this time. Think of October, think of September as the sponge that you've been soaking. And when November comes, it's time to squeeze it, guys. It's time to squeeze it. Start early. This is the calendar for November. I would start on the 3rd. I would start on the 3rd for a couple reasons. The first reason is Black Friday deals in the past and in recent years just start getting sooner and sooner. And it's not abnormal to start your sale, right in the beginning of November. It's, part of our culture, and it's becoming more and more that way. Another reason why, guys, is because, as I mentioned before, there's only so much disposable income that people have allocated for this time of year, right? So if you start here, right? Think about the average person's payday. They get paid on the 1st, the 15th, right? If you start here, you have the ability to capitalize on this week, right? These 2 weeks. And the absolute worst time to start, guys, is the week before Black Friday. So absolutely do not do that. Do not start here, because everybody's just going to wait here. But there are a select group of people that like to purchase early, get their gift giving out of the way. They want to make sure that they buy the products that they want before they go out of sale, before they go out of stock. So that would be my recommendation, guys. Start early. Another reason is because the meta algorithm needs time to learn, right? So if you start here, you have more ability to get purchase data for your campaigns that you can continue to optimize throughout November into Black Friday, and then translate that to Cyber Monday and potentially keep them going into the holiday season. So start early for multiple reasons, guys. It'll give you the best chance to capitalize on these deals on the moment. And obviously you want something more special on Black Friday than what you're doing throughout the month, but you'd be surprised at how many people are willing to purchase things early in the month. And then, guys, I'd recommend ending your sale on Black Friday on your site, having the messaging, end Black Friday, 11:59 p.m. Okay. But continue it throughout the weekend, right? You can do this with your email marketing, say Black Friday sale extended. A lot of people will miss it. They'll be, out to dinner or something, and they still want a chance to buy. Give them the ability to do that, and then launch a separate sale on Cyber Monday, and then pivot that into Cyber Week, right? And this year, guys, this has happened a couple times in my e-commerce journey, but this year, Cyber Monday is actually in December. So be mindful of that, especially when forecasting your November year-over-year metrics. It won't be the same because the biggest day in e-commerce is Cyber Monday, and that's in December this year. So keep that in mind, guys. But start early, like I mentioned. It's going to give you the best chance to capitalize, and really, it's going to give you the best chance to win in this very important moment for e-com. Final thing, fifth and final thing, guys, keep your evergreen campaigns on. So Black Friday creative offers, angles are super important. But the biggest thing that happens during this time, guys, is that there's a cultural shift towards purchasing online during this time. So you'd be surprised at how well your evergreen campaigns do. So I always recommend keeping your evergreen campaigns on and running those alongside your Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaigns, and really just let the data tell you which campaigns are performing better. So give you an example, guys. This is for Kingsfield Black Friday sale that we ran. You can see here that the evergreen campaign actually outperformed the Black Friday campaign. So again, always let the data make the decision for you. I went into this with the hypothesis that the Black Friday sale creative would outperform, and that's just not what happened. So I allocated more spend towards the higher performing campaign. So that's what you should do too. You can see here how important the moment is, how much revenue you can generate during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and it's very important that you get that right. So as of this recording, there's 57 days to Black Friday. There's 28 days to November 1st. So it's very important that you've already have your strategy dialed in, guys. You should have your e-com strategy, your ads, your angle, your offer already dialed in, guys, because this is the time of year where the brands that win really set themselves up for success in 2026. And this is the one time of the year where it really needs to be all hands on deck. If you're the founder, if you're the head of marketing, if you're running the ad accounts for your clients or for your brand, you need to be fully invested, fully locked in during this time, because as I mentioned, this is the Super Bowl of e-commerce, and it matters. It matters. Uh, this is this time of year is absolutely critical that you get the execution correct. So hopefully this helps, guys, and I will see you on the next video.